Hello everyone and welcome to your final severe weather briefing. This is for today, April 13th, 2022. This is the day of this big event. This is as of 5:59 a.m. that I am beginning recording this. So, first things first, we're just going to get right into it. A level 4 out of 5 severe weather risk is expected in the southern side of the St. Louis area, with Columbia in a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather, St. Louis in a level 3 out of 5, and places like Marion and Mount Vernon in a level 4 out of 5 for severe weather today. It's going to be rather substantial. Weather Service saying significant severe storms are expected today for east central and southeast Missouri and southwest Illinois. Severe storms will develop this morning from south central Missouri into eastern Missouri ahead of an advancing cold front and spread eastward across southwest Illinois through the afternoon. Storms will be occurring during the work and school day, so it's a good idea to plan accordingly. The Weather Service making it very clear that this will be abnormally early, and I agree with them. We'll actually be going over a couple of possible scenarios here relatively soon. When it comes to storm timing, there are a few things here to see. Firstly, looks like 7 to 10 a.m. That's when our storms are going to be. 10 to 1 p.m., 11 to 4, 1 to 6, 3 to 7, so on. That's your storm timing. The storm is expected to develop this morning and spread eastward. The intensity of the storms will ramp up with time as we head into the late morning, early afternoon. So this general area is when they'll start to ramp up. And then, again, these aren't going to be occurring during typical hours, so that's important to know. Let's get into the more detailed packet. Again, they're showing a significant severe weather event is expected today. Severe storms will develop this morning from south central Missouri into southwest Illinois throughout the afternoon. They're showing large hail up to golf ball size, damaging winds up to 80 miles per hour, or maybe even above that, and several tornadoes, some strong and long track, are going to be a possibility as things do move through today. And again, here, let's see what they're talking about with the timing of this. We've already seen this graphic, but there's some new info over here. Severe storms are expected to develop mid to late morning from south central Missouri into eastern Missouri along and ahead of that advancing cold front. There could be several bands of storms, one with the cold front and another ahead of it. The coverage and intensity of severe storms will increase by midday across east central Missouri and southwest Illinois, with the storms continuing to move east through southwest and central Illinois during the afternoon. Severe storms should exit Missouri by south central and south central Illinois by the early evening. All right, let's talk about the threats and forecast confidence. Forecast confidence is high at storm occurrence, timing, and location, with pretty much maxed out tornado and wind threats given the current environment, the hail threat being just a tad below that, the relatively low flooding threat. So again, the Weather Service saying we have high confidence for significant severe weather occurring today with widespread severe storms focused across east central and southeast Missouri, southwest Illinois. The greatest threat and most intense severe weather will occur from around midday through the afternoon. There's a high probability of tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail. All right. Now that we've seen that, here's the Storm Prediction Center's threat map, and we can actually take a look here and break down the threats specifically. We're in a 10% hatch tornado risk. That's enhanced. That's level 3 out of 5. Wind threat is level 3 out of 5, very close to level 4 out of 5, at 45% area being level 4, and the hail is at a level 2 out of 5. So definitely the highest threats being tornadoes and wind, but hail cannot be ruled out here for sure. All right, well, with that being said, let's take a look at a couple of model solutions here. So this is 6 a.m. You can see there are a line of storms. Now this line, it's moving a bit faster than models are anticipating, and I'm not sure how this is going to affect the evolution of things. But I have some good news from the models. Now before I show this, I want to make it clear, do not let your guard down. Today could still be a pretty rough day for those of you on the northern side of things. On the southern side, unfortunately, I don't have good news, but on the northern side of things, I have some pretty good news from the models. Still, this could be wrong. These two scenarios could be wrong, so there are going to be many others. But in this scenario, storms develop. You have your more isolated mode, and this would be the most dangerous for St. Louis itself. But good news, the environment looks more capped than it did before, meaning that you're not going to get air from the surface, meaning this is more of a strong wind threat than the tornado threat. And then after that, you kind of have this mess of storms moving through. And if this is what ends up happening, then that's going to really limit the severe threat, because that kind of messier mode tends to do that. before the big stuff moves south. Although this moves it really slow. So we'll just have to see what ends up happening there. This seems kind of strange to me, but it's good news nonetheless. It's a potential for this forecast to fail, and right now we're looking for any way that this could fail, because I want to be wrong, and so do the people at the Storm Prediction Center. So it's good to see some good news, but here you go, some more isolated storms, and then this is a round of severe storms. This is a round of severe storms. But, like, look at this. The northern side kind of in this messier, more stratiform-like mode, and that's going to really prevent much severe weather from occurring there, if that's what shapes out to happen. So we have some good news. We'll see if this is what ends up happening, but that's what we have there. All right, with that being said, if you want information on how to prepare for this, terminology for tornado watches, tornado warnings, tiers of threat, things like that, please watch the video I had yesterday, which has all the information you'll need in order to be prepared for this. This was just a little briefing that I wanted to get out this morning, as I don't have much time, but I still wanted to talk a little bit about the potential severe threat. So, in summary, we still have a pretty high severe threat. We still have pretty confident timings. And we still have high forecast confidence, but there is some model data indicating that we could get out of this a little bit, especially on the northern side of things. All right, well, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video was useful to you, and I'll make one final video here when I do get back after this moves through, just so we can go over what exactly happened, what we've learned, and what the next week or so looks like. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you then.